Yo, what's up, boys? Just a brief description on this video. We're going to be talking about why I do content creation, the tools that I use, and overall how I feel about content creation as a whole. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this video. Yo, what's up, guys? So this video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be kind of diving into what tools you need and what tools that I use to become a better content creator as well. Now, as you know, if I was you, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. If I was you, I would start thinking, why am I doing content creation? What is my purpose? Now, once you kind of give that a thought, then that's when you can continue forward with, okay, cool. I got my purpose. I understand why I'm doing content creation. And this is what I want to do it for, so I'm gonna continue to do it. Now, me personally, I do content creation because it helps me, man. It helps me with just personal stuff and just, depression as an all. Like, when I was younger, man, I didn't have a too good of a childhood. No, I'm not gonna say my childhood was the worst of the worst, but it wasn't perfect either. So, I don't like to sugarcoat my childhood. A lot of my, family will probably try to say, man, you had the best childhood, this and the third. Well, sometimes they don't know everything because they didn't see those dark times and those dark moments when it got dark. They wasn't there for that. So, of course, they're going to say that your childhood was peaches and cream. But back to kind of what I was saying on my reasoning for doing content creation, and it just makes me happy in a way. It gets my mind off of things, and it also keeps me away from streets. Like, it keep me away from violence, dangerous stuff that could be happening in the streets, and just a lot of negativity. Like, but sometimes content creation can also be overwhelming because a lot of people are expecting a lot from you. So, it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, sometimes you can take steps away from it, and sometimes you can take steps forward with it, and just continue to grow with whatever your community is, or just with your friends. You can just get on, play with your friends, have a good time, in game, live stream, or make videos, or do pictures, or whatever you really want to do. But with that being said, I feel like the best tools you would need to even do any type of content, obviously, is a device. Any type of device. It doesn't even have to be a really high-end device. You could get an iPhone 14 or 16 or a 12 or iPhone 8. Well, I don't know about iPhone 8, but yeah, you could just get just regular stuff like that, and you could just dive into doing content creation, bro. It's very fun experience, just learning new things and kind of just going with the flow as you go. And another thing I will say is that ChatGPT is probably the best app that really has helped me tremendously when it came down to videos and just content as a whole. Because, like, thumbnails, man, I get all of my thumbnails now with ChatGPT. Like, I no longer have to use, like, I used to use Canva to create my own thumbnails, but it just never was like what I wanted. Like, it wasn't like that, I guess, that PC style of editing and just, I guess, structure. I don't know, that's kind of what I just see it as when I see a lot of these other YouTubers and they got these crazy captions and then these crazy thumbnails, and it just looks so cool. So yeah, I mean, yeah, ChatGPT, it's a very, very helpful tool. You can either use ChatGPT or you can use, I think it's called Gronk, whatever the X AI has. But yeah, any type of AI platform that you want to use, you can just, hey, ChatGPT, make me a thumbnail about whatever you make it a thumbnail for. You can just put it in there and it'll create it for you. You can get hashtags to put into the algorithm to, help your video get pushed out there a little bit more. I don't really feel like content creation is about being consistent, because there's been times where I've been consistent with YouTube and I wasn't really getting a lot of recognition or any like viewers or more likes because I was being, more active and posting more. What I've really seen in the growth, where I've really seen it like kind of start up, is probably when I started changing my hashtags in my captions. And I'm not gonna lie, nowadays when you're making content, you have to make kind of clickbait type of content. You have to give your viewer a reason to want to click on your video, and you also have to know what is your audience. Once you figure out your audience, then that's when you truly will know how you want your content to be perceived. Because your audience, whether you like it or not, or whether you know it or not, your audience is the people that's going to give you your viewers, your likes, your comments, watch your content, share your content if it's even good content, and even money if that's something that you want to do. If money is the reason why you're doing content creation, then you want to make sure you have 100% everything locked down with your hashtags, your thumbnails, your videos is good quality. You want to have good quality 4K videos. But me personally, I'm not in it for the money. I just believe in gaming is something that can take a lot of people away from the negative stuff, and they don't have to deal with a lot of personal things in their life, and it can kind of distract them a little bit from that. I mean, obviously you got to go back to it, and that's just the way the world is. But you know, it's a lot of stuff happening in the world, a lot of crazy stuff happening, and I really feel like, you know, just gaming in general, content creation, anything like that, it just really helps get you away from a lot of that, you know, bad stuff that you see in the real world, or just your family tree. You know, just that's my whole purpose of doing the whole content creation thing, gaming, going live. And it really helped me open up my show, be way more confident. I mean, in real life, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not as confident, but man, when I do live streaming or I'm doing a video and I'm just talking to you guys like I am now, it gives me so much confidence, bro, to be able to do even more types of different forms of content, man. But I don't want to hold you guys for too long. I already know this video is probably going to be mad long already. Dang, and it's already 11:40 a.m. So I'm probably going to just go ahead and finish up this video. You'll probably see this. You'll probably see the other video that I'm going to post now before you see this one, because I'm still in the making of editing that one. This one is kind of just a different form of content. It's just basically just me talking, and you guys just to get an insight of how I see content creation and what's my purpose and what tools to use. Like I said, ChatGPT. And also, man, if you don't know something, bro, just YouTube it, bro. You ask ChatGPT or just YouTube it. That's how I get all, like, that's how I did my whole Discord server. That's how I got to 6K followers. That's how I got to 8,000 likes. I mean, my views are still low, which that's something I want to change. So, you know, I'll probably look into that more. But yeah, I think another thing that I really struggle with content creation is just being there and being active and being present. And I started to realize that, like, yes, I can do this on my own with the content creation, but it's going to be a hard journey, and I'm going to be needed in certain aspects and areas if I want to grow more. So yeah, I'm just pretty much trying to find at this standpoint that I'm at now, I'm just kind of going with the flow as usual, and I may or may not tag certain people along, but you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, people have a lot of different personalities and they're not the same as mine, so that kind of makes a differ when you're doing content, because when you're doing content creation like this, you got to be kind of professional but also still have fun with it as well. But yeah, without further ado, guys, stay up and stay blessed, and I'll catch you boys in the next video, because man, we're going to be bringing much more content and much more gameplay and just much more videos you guys can love and enjoy. So I hope you guys are liking the videos I'm posting now. If not, you know, drop a comment as always, or DM me and tell me, hey, Reese, this is something you could do differently, man, to make me want to watch your videos. But yeah, my whole goal is just to be authentic and make content you guys can enjoy. Without further ado, again, I'll catch you boys in the next one, man.